If you're looking to go into mugs with your Etsy and print-on-demand business, it is not too late by any means. I actually recently just started my own new print-on-demand Etsy business, and I decided to try products I never created for in the past. Mugs is one of those products I started designing for, and I found a lot of success in 2023 with just mugs alone. So I wanted to bring to this YouTube channel a full design and mockup tutorial on how I design for mugs, how I put that on mockups, and also how I research. I think research is really valuable and important when you're starting. So without further ado, here is the full tutorial video on how to research, design, and put on mockups for mugs. I hope this gives some insight for those of you. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos and tutorials like this. Besides that, we're going to get right into it. In my new shop on Etsy, a lot of people have been asking what types of products I am selling. And to be quite honest, I have been gatekeeping my products that I've been selling only because I don't want the market to saturate. But as time goes on, this market's going to saturate. So why am I gatekeeping? Why am I holding it to myself? And to be quite honest, this market is already saturated. So there's really no reason for me to gatekeep. I started selling mugs in my new Etsy shop, and this is a product I have not sold before. It's a product that's been around the print-on-demand market forever, since the beginning of print-on-demand existence. T-shirts and mugs were the top two that really took off for print-on-demand in selling on Etsy or Amazon or Shopify or your own website. Mugs were an OG product that I decided to start selling just this year. This is one product that has gotten me to quite literally my first few sales, to my first top product in my new Etsy shop. It's not a bestseller yet, but it is one of my top performing products, and it's simply a mug. So now that I said mug 3 different times, we're gonna hop straight into this video. I'm gonna show you some design tips and tricks using Kittl. I'm gonna show you this really cool new mockup feature. I'm like so excited to show you guys this. I'm just gonna show you the process of how I create mugs. This is how I really do it, guys. There's nothing extra. I feel like some people, when they watch my YouTube videos, it's like, oh, she's hiding this, and this. This is legitimately what I do on my own. I made an ornament video last year around Christmas time, and I've had several subscribers comment and say, I've made hundreds to thousands of dollars off of this YouTube video due to you posting this and showing a tutorial on step-by-step how you research, design, put it on mockups. And this is what I'm doing in this video again. So if that's any help to anyone to inspire you to create or design today, I just hope this video does something for someone out there who is looking to start their own business or make a nice additional income. So anyways, besides that, by supporting my channel, you can subscribe, like the video, and comment. That does support me as a creator on this platform. Now we're on my laptop, and what I like to do when I'm starting my research of any kind, oh my gosh, oops, I totally accidentally pressed the button. Oops. I don't know what I'm doing on this channel anymore. Why am I here? So guys, to start in my research process, generally what I like to start with is going to the Etsy search bar, and I will just type in mug, and then I let Everbee populate the data on how many monthly searches there are. So if we see mugs 4,000, that's pretty generic though. That's very broad. Just mugs isn't going to do the trick for us. But if we can see here mugs for mom, that's over 1,000 monthly searches. So that kind of narrows what we can create. Since I'm filming this in August, mug Halloween is showing up right now. It's going to be a little bit different when you're searching, if you're watching this video with me and maybe trying this out for yourself. Mugs handmade comes up. Of course, we're print on demand, so I will not be going into that specifically, but mug gift comes up as 3,697 monthly searches. So since this is a little bit more context, I'm going to click into mug gift. The really nice feature that I like about Everbee is if you click on product analytics here in the corner, we can search the entire database of mugs that are active listings on Etsy. And from this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle this total sales area here. So we are going to toggle it, and then we can see what has been the top seller as far as all active listings right now. I'm going to look for a mug that looks like a print on demand mug. I just want to preface for this video, I did not prior look at this. So this is just kind of like a not safe for work mug that I really can't show. I'm blurring out, but it is a bestseller. It's done let's see. So we're going to blur this out during the video. You can look on Everbee and do your own research on this product. I'm not going to show it on my channel because I try to keep it PG here. We're going to blur everything, but this is so hilarious. Oh my gosh. I never thought my YouTube channel would turn into this. I feel like this is how I get canceled. There are a lot of raunchy types of products on Etsy, I will say. So this product has made 15,000 total sales. It is an evergreen product. It's a best friend gift. So basically raunchy stuff trends on Etsy. If you are a raunchy person and you can get away with this stuff, then that's great. This is not my style of doing listings on Etsy. I'm not encouraging this, but we are adults here. We are blurring out all context of this, but this is a best friend gift. Literally 15,000 total sales. This has been on Etsy for a few years now. So 15,000 sales times the average order value is $20. So that's a $300,000 revenue product right there. That's a mug and it's a bestseller. So that just goes to show doing your market research, seeing what sells. The raunchy niche on Etsy is a really great niche to be a part of. It really does sell on Etsy. It's not my cup of tea on like what I'd ever get someone, but I know raunchy items do sell. So that's one thing to note here. So I'm going to pull this up as well. And in demand, 2 people bought this in the last 24 hours. So we know that the dad mug gifts do really well, 11,000 sales again in the past few years. So again, we're just seeing some examples of what's selling, what's not selling. I'm like scared to look at these now. I feel like Etsy, like there's parts of Etsy that are very like not PG, and I try to keep my channel like PG, and I feel like this is not. Anyways, me going in a tangent. So long distance best friend gift. So again, best friend mugs are just doing so well on Etsy. As you can see, they can customize their mugs. So you can have one from Indiana or one from Illinois, and it says, I insert curse word here, miss you, insert curse word here. Again, we are blurring the words just because I try to keep this PG, but mugs are very raunchy on, I don't know if raunchy is a good word. What would you all, please say it in the comments, what you would characterize this as. But like for me, I think it's hilarious humor, unless I have a friend. Like I feel like friends, you just know, you know that sense of humor. So it's like you go into that. Anyways, that is basically it for market research. We're seeing the best friend niche for mugs does really well. So if that's not anything to go into, I would look into that. So now that I have some ideas of what I think would be good, I'm going to go to mugs and I am going to do an accent coffee mug. I think the accent mugs just do so well. I like District Photo. They are very good. So I'm going to start designing for that because I want to pull up the dimensions. So dimensions are 2,475 by 1155. I am not going to remember that. I say that like I'm going to remember it. Also, thank you to my editor who is editing this because I feel so awkward that you had to see what I saw. 2,475, 2,475. We have height 1,155. Okay, so we are going to create from there. For personalization, what I think would be unique for a mug, and this is the thing that I want anyone watching my videos to think about, is how can we bring something new to this market as far as mugs go? So if we're thinking long distance best friend gifts, maybe even if we're XYZ miles apart, so we can add in a personalization. You can do this with Hello Custom. I highly recommend going to Hello Custom's YouTube channel because there's ways to do that. I have tutorials coming out in the future about that as well. But for the purpose of this video, I did want to say we could add in a personalization feature. So I'm just going to put in a generic like 1,000 miles apart. I wonder how many miles, like if you have a friend, like your besties in the UK or they're in Germany. That's what I wonder. I guess 1,000, isn't 1,000 a lot? Like how many, let's see, how many miles is, because I live in Chicago to California miles. 2,181 miles to California. Okay, I don't have any friends in California, by the way. I was just curious how far that is. So I would put this in as like a placeholder. If I were to put in the 1,000, kind of just acts like a placeholder because this can get swapped out for 2,100. And this is basically just our placeholder is 1,000 miles. So if it's more than 1,000, if it's under 1,000, then it fits just as like a cute, sentimental type of mug. I'm going to make this text the same as that. So it's 90. So we have 90. So I really like this font. And this is what I really love about Kittl is there's just so many unique fonts on their website that I just love to try out and add in. I'm going to make this one more of a rustic font that has more of a narrow, or the width is smaller on the font, if that makes any sense. I feel like it doesn't make sense. What I will do here is I'm going to make the line height a little bit smaller to match the line height of between 1,000 miles apart and even if we're. I'm going to tidy this up a little bit just so the distance is relatively the same. So now that I have this going, this is 164, this is 183. So I think what I'm going to do is make sure that's all similar. Now what I want to do, dotted swirl. Let's see if we have. Haha, yes. This is what I've been looking for. I am so happy we have this graphic here. What's really cool about the mug is it's like all wraparound. So maybe what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this smaller. I feel like I spent so much time trying to make this the same height as everything else, but it's going to make more sense to do this. And then I'm going to add in a heart. That is a really cool butterfly. Oh my gosh, if you have a best friend that likes butterflies. So since this is on the other side of a mug, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this smaller. Okay. So I'm just fitting this so it looks a little better as far as where the pointing is, but I'm pretty much happy with this. I think this is really cute. It just depends on how it's going to fit on the mug itself and how that's going to look. Okay, so I'm just aligning this in the middle of the mug. I may end up editing this text a little bit. I feel like we have a lot of empty space above and below the mug. That's my only concern, but I think that this going around the mug is really neat. So I'm not like mad about it, but I think there is room for improvement. We will see how this looks. So I am going to remove background, optimize quality. We are going to download as a PNG. I will drag and drop on my other screen. Okay, so I'm going to fit this a little bit better. So I'm just going to select the black handle, and there's pink, there's red we can add. So whatever makes sense for this type of mug for most people. I think this is super cute though. Okay, I love this. I just think the font's a little bit small for my comfortable standpoint, but oh my gosh, this looks so nice that it like wraps around. This is gonna be really cool to add in as a mock-up photo. So I'm really happy with this. I just want the font a little bit larger. That's my only nitpick with this design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into 2 lines just so again we're filling that space. So I'm going to do 1,000 miles. We're going to copy and paste. So I'm just adding some space here so it doesn't look so funky where it's at. So I might put a part time. You know what? I really like this font. I think this is a really cute font. Maybe let's see. Let's just swap it out and see. I think that's really nice. That is like more in the aesthetic to me, but okay, I am much happier now with this. I think this is a lot nicer from what I had going on. I'm going to match the spacing just so the width of everything is going down this line here. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm trying to get it just slightly more in line. So now I'm just going to tidy these all up again. We're going to tidy those up, and then I'm going to angle this just a tiny bit more. So now we have, even if we're blank miles apart, I'm always right here. I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger and this line just a little bit smaller, just so everything kind of fits. Okay, so now I'm very happy with this. So hopefully this is gonna fit a little bit better on the accent mug. So I am going to go back here and I will pull this over. Going to delete that one. Now I'm going to preview this and then we can see how this looks. I like this a lot more. Oh my gosh, this is much, much better. I still think there's negative space here. So this is me just nitpicking. I think this heart, just the centering of this heart, it's kind of hard to get it like right smack dab. Yeah, I think the centering, the space here, it fills pretty well. It's just the heart that I might make this a tiny touch larger. Okay, final draft. Third draft we are downloading. We're going to do this one last time, guys. Now we will have this. Okay, so this is much, much better. Okay, I love this. This is already looking so much better now. So I'm going to preview again. Okay, the space on this is amazing. We don't have that negative of space anymore. We see on the side, it goes along here. Okay, so I'm so happy with this. So what I'm going to do is save this image and we're going to make a mock-up out of this. And this is going to be a really, really cool mock-up. I'm like really honestly excited to make this. So first of all, I'm going to go and just download all of these. I am going to go to my projects. I'm going to click on a new project here. Going to do a standard, and this is going to make this kind of a two-step process for this specific mug design. So I'm going to first of all make one mock-up that has all three sides in a picture just so we can show the customer buying how this looks like all together. Also, let me bring my layers up and make sure. Okay, so we have 3 images here. Yay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the AI background remover. I'm going to remove the background on all 3 of these. Okay, so I'm going to tidy this up a smidge just so it's smack dab in the center. I'm going to bring these all together and just center it. So now I'm going to download for PNG. We don't have to remove the background at all for what I'm going to do next for a mockup. So I'm going to create 2 mockups with the new Kittl AI generator. One is going to be with all 3 and the other one is just going to be with just front and the back of it. I think this is going to be really cool. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I haven't used this on this specific type of design with like the 3 mugs together. So I'm so excited to show this. Okay, anyways, let's get into it. So on Kittl, if you go to AI tools, AI product backgrounds, we are going to click into this. We are going to try now. And then I am going to bring over that PNG. So what the AI Kittl background will do is it will remove and then we can add in a prompt if we want, or we could just add in a scene, which is like really, really cool. I'm going to click on, I think the wood or marble would be cool. I just want to see it with the wood. I think that would be really neat. I did play with this with the cat mug I did a while back. So I have an old video of doing AI cats with wizard hats. Highly recommend. It's the AI plus print on demand video. But oh my gosh, this looks really, really nice. This is literally, oh my gosh, this is cool. This is so neat that this just AI generated this to sell. The only nitpick I have is this little kind of indent here, but I think I want to say that, yeah, that wasn't there on this one. So that's the only downside is sometimes you come across little things like that and you can edit it, you can fix it, like we could overlay, but I don't think it's going to be like make or break us on this type of image mockup. But I think this is so cute and nice. Oh my goodness. I love that so much. What I'm going to try as well, I might try, let's just see minimal. Like, I'm very curious because I have not, again, played with this that much besides my little cat wizards that I made, the cat wizard mugs. Yeah, that's nice. I feel like this is just very soft and warm and inviting type of mock-up. I'm curious about the moss now. Oh my gosh, I'm going all out now with this. I think this is so cool. This is super neat. This one, I would say it doesn't really have the bottom, but the wood ones have impressed me so far. Okay, I am impressed with the wood ones. I think this is so cool. Like if you had a wedding one, like a wedding design, you could put roses. I'm curious about doing wood one more time though. I want to see if it gives a different background for the wood. I'm curious. It's very similar to the first one. I would say the first one I like the most so far. Yeah, this little splotch right here. I think so far the first one knocked it out of the park. I think this one's pretty good. I would say the only cleanup thing I would do is overlay what we already have, but basically that's what I would use. I would probably use this one or this one. So for the purpose of this video, I am going to do just this one as well. That even if we're 1,000 miles apart, I think that would be really cool to add in. The mountain one kind of sounds neat. I'm going to just play with a few of these just to give you guys an idea of how this AI generation tool works. Ooh, I didn't do the marble in the last one. That's the one I didn't do. Okay, so I'm doing marble, I'm doing wood, I'm doing the mountain. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. I will say again, like there's little tiny details to fix to make it more realistic, but this bottom is super cool. I will say that this black area here, there's a little outline. That's my only nitpick with this one. Last but not least, I'm going to try the Warm Studio. I think this is really cool to try as well. You know, I never noticed that these mugs have this white in the mock-up, like in the actual print, it has the little white, like it's not completely black. And this whole time I'm like looking at this and I'm like, oh, that wasn't in the original, but it is. So that's interesting. I just realized that as I'm going. This one looks really nice. Okay, I take it back. This one's really nice. Okay, so I really love this. I think this is so nice. I would say this is probably the one I would use out of all of these. I think this one is just unique that it has, you know, it goes on all three. So all in all, that is how I would find a product to design for the product and put it on a mock-up that I would put on Etsy. So hopefully this helps as far as how to design, what to look into when you're trying to do your market research and design for something, and give some insight on how to make mock-ups for special designs like this. I think Kittl is an amazing place to go for mock-up creation. If you haven't already, please check it in the description below. They usually have some type of free trial or promotion running, and if not, I would check back because they do have that from time to time as well, that they give me a code that I can give you all for the links in the description. But again, don't forget to check out Kittl, check out Everbee for the tools I used in this video. Subscribe for more videos, tips, and tricks and tutorials like this one today. And also don't forget to stick around for the blooper reel because this video was a lot today. It was. I honestly had moments today where I almost didn't. I was thinking I should stop recording and not post this because the raunchiness of the research in the beginning, but I kept going. Thank you for my editors for staying with me on this, and I will see you all in the next video here. So without further ado, we're gonna get into I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, what's the point of this? I feel like a scarecrow because the phrase of my wrists are like, anyways, this is unimportant. This is why people unsubscribe from me. This is the reason here. So anyways, it has something in the I feel like I can't make this video. Oh my gosh. This is like what should I do? Should I post this or not?